Hi viewers, how are you? I am your teacher Sajjad Bacha. Dear students, today I am going to share valuable information with you people regarding the different models presented by different educationists for the development in organization of curriculum. Curriculum is rightly known as the eyes of teaching learning process. If the curriculum is up to the mark, having the capacity to face the challenges of the present as well as of the future time, based on the experiences of the past, that curriculum is known as versatile curriculum. Curriculum is known as all the design materials based on contents which are taught inside this educational institution under the supervision of experienced and skilled teachers. But the formulation, the designing or the making of curriculum is a hectic job, because the curriculum designers are mainly concerned with the qualities of the learners. All the learners are not the same. There are social differences, there are moral differences, there are psychological differences, there is the difference of intelligence quotient or IQ level. There may be some psychological diseases such as dyslexia, dyscalculia, dysgraphia, etc., etc. So, for the designing of curriculum, various models have been presented by the reputed educationists. Out of that reputed and well-known models, today we are going to discuss one of the models. But before going to start elaboration of the models, first of all we will discuss to know that what is meant by curriculum model. So curriculum model is a format. Format means it's a design. Design means in which all the aspects have been brought under consideration. It starts with the sketch, selection of contents, selection of student-based activities, solution of evaluation, as well as the application or applicability of the contents. So it's a format for curriculum design developed to meet unique needs, contexts and purposes of education as well as of the teacher and learner. The first requirement for curriculum is that what are the needs of the society, what are the needs of the learners, what are the basic areas which should be discussed or which should be included in the formulation of curriculum to make the students capable to face the challenges of the time. If the contents, if the activities, if the methodologies are not coping with the needs of the society, then it is known as dead curriculum. Context. Context means scenario, the prevailing situation. Now we are living in 21st century, which is known as the century of information communication technology, it is the age of digitalization, it is the age of multimedia. So contents should be selected keeping the context, the scenario, the requirements of the time. And when the needs and contexts are properly selected, then the purposes will be directly accomplished. Because needs and contexts are the parameters for the achievement of the purposes. There are 3 curriculum models. There are 7, there are 9, but the 3 are the most important and the most validated curriculum models. Out of that 3, the first model is called the Taylor model, the second model is called the Taba model, and the third one is called the Saller and Alexander model. Dear students, today we are not capable to discuss all the 3 models. So the most applied model of curriculum in the present time in the designing of curriculum is the Taba model. The Taba model was presented by Hilda Taba in 1962, and the core motto and the core slogan of Taba model was that teachers should participate in developing curriculum. This is known as the flash point of this curriculum model, because unfortunately in majority of the countries curriculum are designed are formulated by those people who are not even in touch with the field of education. They just sit in the luxurious rooms, enjoying and sipping a cup of tea, and they put the contents without keeping in mind the needs, the context, the demands, and the nature of the learners. So Hilda Taba was of the view that if you are going to provide quality education to the learners, teachers who are actually involved in the teaching learning process, and they know very well that what are the needs, what are the demands of the situation, of the time and of the learner. So she was of the view that the curriculum in which teachers' participation is not there, that curriculum will be ideal curriculum. That will be only applicable in utopian state. If we are going to make a realistic curriculum, then there must be the involvement of teachers. This Hilda Taba model is also known as grassroots approach. Grassroots approach means that curriculum should be brought to the level of the teachers and the learners who are involved in propagating the teaching of it. So it was presented in 1962, and the book in which it was mentioned, the name of that book was Curriculum Development, Theory and Practice. This is the book in which this Taba model is there in detail. Hilda Taba model is consisted of seven cardinal steps. The first step is diagnosis of needs. What are the needs of the time, of the teacher, of the students? What are the needs of the society? How the students can face the challenges? of the modern time. So the first step for designing a curriculum is the diagnosis of needs of students. What are the needs of the student? Who are the students? What is the caliber of the student? Is it the curriculum which will be taught in the entire state, or it is the curriculum which will be taught in the upper classes, in the middle classes, or at the lower classes? Then locating weak areas. Diagnosis, it is a medical terminology in which the learners will be examined before the formulation of curriculum. That what are the needs? For example, the most dire need of our students in the present time is the development of listening skill and the development of speaking skill. Our students are not capable to listen properly. Listening is the process of utilization of your mind for understanding, and speaking is the poor one. In government sector, the students are even not capable to speak a single sentence in English. Why? Because the curriculum is designed without focusing on their needs. Then the second step, it is in descending order. Remember, after the diagnosis of needs, we will go towards the formulation of objectives. Formulation of objectives means the targets. That may be short term or that may be long term. But Taba was of the view that needs should be, or objectives should be designed by using the SWOT. SWOT means strength. That what are the strengths of the teachers and of the students. W stands for weaknesses. Every student has weaknesses. Then what are the opportunities? And the last one, what are the threats? These four domains, strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats should always be kept in mind while designing the curriculum. And objectives should be SMART. SMART means simple, measurable, attainable, realistic, time-bounded. Unfortunately, the objectives which are there in our curriculum, these are unrealistic. For example, if you say that students will be able to develop their speaking skill, do you think that it is a realistic objective? And skill development is not based or not limited to a specific time. It's a lifelong process. So, objectives should be, if the objectives of the curriculum are clear, then the curriculum will always be successful. After that, we will come for the selection of contents. Contents means the list, the logical list of topics which are there to be taught by the teachers to the learners for making their concepts clear. But contents should be selected keeping in mind the validity. Validity means that those contents should be made part of the curriculum which are needed to the learners. For example, is there any need of teaching Shakespeare to the students of class 3? Or to include the poetry of Wordsworth and Coleridge and Keats and Shelley at class 3 level? So, validity means that content should be selected according to the level of the learners. Then, it should be significance based. That what is the significance? What the students will be capable to do after completing the contents. Then after that there will be organization of contents. Organization of contents in our society is based on the phenomena of RSS. This is speaking in context of the Asian states or Islamic state. RSS means that there should be contents dealing with religion, there should be contents dealing with society, and there will be contents dealing with science, but in science now it has been replaced with T, that is technology based. This is the parameter for designing the contents of the curriculum, that religion, society, science or technology. Simple to complex or known to unknown. This should be the criteria. Then the fifth one, after the organization, selection of learning experiences. Learning experiences means that what instructional methods will be used for the teaching of that contents. If the contents are highly qualified one, but the teacher who is there who is not capable to teach and do justice to the contents, then contents are useless. Students' involvement. Selection of learning experience, it means that teacher should be highly skilled one because he is involved in the formulation of curriculum, and curriculum content should be based on the involvement of students because students are the receptors. They are receiving the data. Then organization of learning activities, that what type of learning activities will be there for the teaching of this content. The seventh one is known as evaluation and means of evaluation. The first one is diagnostic evaluation. Diagnostic evaluation is that evaluation which is carried out before the commencement of the curriculum or contents. After diagnostic, there will be formative evaluation. Formative evaluation is that evaluation which is carried out during the teaching learning process, and the last one is summative evaluation, that is the final evaluation which is carried out at the end of the learning activities. So dear student, this is Hilda Taba model, very effective model, very informative, and it touches the soul of the education, because education is depending upon the choice of curriculum. If the curriculum is great, education will be quality based. Teachers should be involved, students should be involved. It should not be one-way traffic. Both the teacher and the learners should be actively involved to achieve the desired goals. Please study it, watch it, and pass your comments. Till that time, wish you best of luck. Thank you very much.